So I made this yummy fish roll for the very first time. I mean the very first time. But it came out really good using this recipe. If you use this recipe, I'm sure yours will come out perfect. Let's start. In a bowl, in a pot, I have my fish here. I'm using mackerel fish. And I go in with my paprika powder, some stock powder, and then I went in with this onga, ginger, onion, and garlic seasoning powder. And after that, I added a bit of water. I added some onions, white onions, and then I stirred it a little bit. Just stirred it well so that all the ingredients can go in, and then I cover and allow it to cook. Now it's perfectly boiled. This is the way I want it, not too overly cooked. And then I went ahead and deboned the fish. Make sure I took out every bit of bone because I don't like bones in my fish. And then I'm going in with this fresh pepper. This is just, I think I used two, and then some green, some bell peppers, as the yellow, red, green, and the white onion. Now in another pan, add your vegetable oil. You can use any oil of your choice. And I go in with the onions first, just to saute that one for a while and allow it to, bring out, release its, own sauce or own flavor. And then I went in with all of the other peppers, which is the fresh pepper and all of the all of the bell peppers. And now I mix everything together. Add my thyme, curry, paprika, ginger, garlic, and some stock powder. Mix everything well. Add your already deboned fish and make sure you stir this to combine, that every ingredient is into the fish, everything is marinated well, the sauce is in. Now my fish is ready. Then in this bowl I have 4 cups of flour, and I'm going with some baking powder, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of sugar, and this here is 250 grams of butter. Mix everything together. Add in 2 eggs and mix everything again together. Mind you, do not over knead your dough because you don't want it to be too hard. And after kneading, I added 1¼ cup of milk. That's powdered milk. I just mixed in water and then I added everything together. Mix and knead. This is me kneading it now. I didn't knead it so much. And then I wrapped it all in cling film and placed it in the fridge for like 20 minutes. This is it out of the fridge, so I'm just cutting it to the size I want. You can cut it to any size you like, but this is how I cut mine. It's not perfect, like I said, this is my first time, so I just cut it the way I really wanted it, and just cut it no matter of, I don't know how many you like to cut it into, but just cut it to different sizes as you like. And then I went over to knead it, roll with my rolling pin. Just rolled it a bit. I sprinkled some flour on the rolling sheet so that it doesn't really stick to the rolling sheet. And then I just roll for a minute or less than, and then I just roll it a bit more here just to give me that shape so that I can put in so that I can line my fish. So here's me filling it up. I think I put too much fish in all of this fish roll because the people who tested this fish roll, they were like, are you sure you're just making this fish roll for the first time? Because I have to tell them this is the first time, so if it doesn't taste nice, it's my first time. But they're like, no, this tastes like a professional fish roll. I said, well, it's just my first time, so I'm just rolling it out now. You can roll it to the desired size, or like call it width or depth, how you like it anyway. And then after rolling it, I just cut it into 2 because I felt it was too long, so I cut it. So I arranged everything into a baking pan with lining it with the baking sheet, and here you have your freshly baked fish roll. Look at how nice and juicy that looks. Thanks for watching.